What are you saying?
This week on isletunes, we'll go full-on vintage with Smiling Bill, semi-vintage with the Terry Hatty Group, and non-vintage with a world premiere from Hit the Coast. Is ready, PEI? Let's get her done! Hello, Prince Edward Island. I am your host, Adam Michael James, and you are listening to isletunes for the week of March 31st, 2024. Happy Easter, if you do that sort of thing. This is really the only acknowledgement we're going to do for this holy day, because if I play songs about one religion, I have to play songs about other religions, and then this turns into a religious show. And we can't go secular either, because really, do you think there are any songs from Prince Edward Island artists about eggs or bunnies, let alone Easter carols? So happy Ostara, since that West Germanic goddess of spring seems, at least to some, the origin of the word Easter. And don't worry, there's going to be plenty of Easter eggs for you to find here in the form of hidden musical output from Islanders. And none of them are going to be squished like the only Easter egg I ever found in a hunt when I was a little kid. I don't have trauma, you have trauma. This Easter egg just hatched March 21st, so I still consider it fresh. Just think of it as boiled and dyed in the colors of rock. Hit the Coast does their best to hit you with their brand of alt-rock. They formed in 2021 and cite Big Wreck and Kings of Leon as their influences. They may just end up being kings in their own right with this latest song, which members Curtis Klein, Bruce Rooney, and Evan McCosham promise will force you to face your inner critic, I know mine never shuts the hell up, by retracing your life. And indeed, that's the name of the track we're going to drop right here. This is Retracing from Hit the Coast, which is absolutely and emphatically deserving of an
isletunes world premiere.
Like the point of view I left so
me not to slow down. But when it gets dark, loneliness comes around. That's when the trouble, she comes out to play. I'll just catch a flight, tuck those feelings away. When the night turns to morning, fingers laced in the sheets. When the drinks turn to romance, maybe I could believe. When the music's playing, I sing my favorite songs. I'll lay with you all night long. I think about you when I'm gone, but I'll never catch a feeling. Shrinking in size, so I hope you don't fall for my deep hazel eyes. The mystery's locked in the countries I've been. So what do you say? Why don't we still stay friends? When the night turns to morning, fingers laced in the sheets. When the drinks turn to romance, maybe I could believe. When the music's playing, I sing my favorite songs. I'll be with you all night long. I'll think about you when I'm gone, but I'll never catch a feeling. I'll never catch a feeling. I'll never catch a feeling. I'll never catch a feeling.
Started with Hit the Coast, ending with Hit the Ground, the 2021 debut album from Carrie Lynn, and her cut Never Catch a Feeling on iTunes. It's not that she needed to backpack around Australia, Colombia, and Thailand to collect up inspo for her first effort. That she works to tell stories through relatable lyrics already comes naturally, having the DNA of her PEI-renowned storyteller grandfather Tommy Gallant. Tooling around the world probably didn't hurt, though. She's referred to herself as a cottagecore rock star. I'm not sure what that is, but it's better than common core. Wasn't nothing wrong with the way we used to do math. Get off my lawn. Now, how about a quick Japanese lesson? Sorry, Duolingo. You undoubtedly know the word ninja, you know, those covert cloaked mercenaries and assassins that show up in tons of action movies. But since much of Japanese was adapted from Chinese, ninja ended up being the older, more Chinese pronunciation. The Japanese way of reading the same glyphs sounded out the word as shinobi, actually a shortened version of shinobi no mono, which showed up in Japanese texts as far back as the 8th century. Here in the 21st century on PEI, Shinobi means the alter ego of Sean Lush, whose instinct for rap and rhythm grew out of drumming with the Mi'kmaq heritage actors. Hailing from Lennox Island, Sean started writing his own music when he was 6, and his latest project is as Shinobi, stylized with a $sign at the end, thank you very much, having released the album MIA last fall. While Sean does do his fair share of rhyme spitting on the collection, he does make a fascinating turn into melodiousness with this selection, so I'm selecting it. Here's Into the Stars, Interlude. Isletunes no Shinobu desu.
modulation 04. Let's use some contact with a dose 3, 2, 1.
Going through some sort of social dilemma. Something's keeping me from holding my head up. Even though, bro, I know we should catch up. In the room full of people, I am lonely, it's messed up. Why do I keep pushing people away? Finding the point is a needle and hay. Toxic behavior, I needed to change. No, it's still poison, but keep it the same. Then it really sucks when I need a friend. Listen for you fuckers, I won't see you again. For every single person that my speech offends. Glad you didn't stick around to see the end. I've been down this path before. I know there are turns and rabbit holes. I gave some love and got some hate. Now I really want some space. I don't wanna talk, I don't wanna listen. Give me space. I don't wanna shine, I don't wanna fit in. Give me space. Hours are my minutes, minutes are my days. I don't wanna give you time, I just wanna give you space. Dealing with a lot of social anxiety. That's why I'm drinking when I'm out in society. Sometimes I wanna take a go at sobriety, but I'm not sure if I really wanna know what's inside of me. We hide a lot of pain beneath a smile, a whole lot of morals that we defile. Burn bridges, never reconcile. Even a blind man could see the vile. Hoping no one sees me when I'm running the roads. My discussion is cold, or maybe something explodes. I've been down this path before. I know there are turns and rabbit holes. I gave some love and got some hate. Now I really want some space. I don't wanna talk, I don't wanna listen. Give me space. I don't wanna shine, I don't wanna fit in. Give me space. Hours are my minutes, minutes are my days. I don't wanna give you time, I just wanna give you space. I've been down this path before. I know there are turns and rabbit holes. I gave some love and got some hate. Now I really want some space.
Modulation 04. Let's use some contact with a dose 3, 2, 1.
Island rapper Adam Robbins needing a little something called the final frontier. In other words, space, from his 2022 album Coup de Grace. An avid wrestling fan, not to mention a producer and composer, the AR not only likes to work wrestling themes into some of his work, but he isn't afraid to wrestle with nerve-hitting topics like isolation, depression, and social anxiety in this song. Think it hits? Well, it should when you realize coup de grace means punch or knockout. In wrestlingese, it's a finishing move. And I don't think Adam's finished putting out albums just yet. Coming up, fiddler Luca Hall's first shot at vocalizing, a color that's very Terry, and a bill that will actually make you smile. Now, when you're putting together a band, you don't usually cobble together a roster, but when you're cobble road, it ain't just cobbling. This new band, which first breathed life in 2023, merges the talents of Waylon Hurley, Matthew Bremner, Scott Alkema, Johan J.V. Javier, and sassy Sasha Marie Bremner. And just like the cobbler we eat, their musical style is a deep dish filled with the flavors of pop, rock, country, Celtic, blues, punk, and folk. Delicious. There's 5 of them, but their new song is Two Hearts on the one and only isletunes.
It was straightened up now. We might
dust.
We can drive around in this one-horse town, pretend we're still in love. Yeah, it could have been you.
It could have been me.
We're both in a world of misery.
We built this love together. Only we can
break it apart.
break it apart. You can knock me down and I'll get back up. You can leave me in the dust. We can drive around this one-horse town and pretend that we're still in love. Yeah, it could have been you, and it could have been me. We're both in a hurricane of misery. We built this love together. Only we can break it apart. With these two hearts. These two hearts.
These two hearts.
These two hearts.
These two hearts.
Hey guys, it's your boy Rifle, and you're listening to isletunes.
Blue child, you're too much alone. You're gathering tears from the seeds that you've sown. Blue, blue child, you walk by yourself, silent and strong, but I think you need help. Come away from the fields of fire. You'll be chilled to the bone. I'll take you home, blue, blue child. I'll make you my own, blue, blue child. I'll take you home, little runaway. My home is your own. Blue child, you're so full of fear. You're ready to run, but the reasons aren't clear. True blue child, it falls while you sleep. It clings through the night. It's all that you dream. Fallen angels inhabit the parts where the fire has grown. I'll take you home, blue, blue child. I'll make you my own, blue, blue child. I'll take you home, little runaway. My home is your own. When I look in your eyes, blue jay child, I know the secret you keep, the pearl you protect. Still waters run deep, flashing purple and indigo swirl from the pool of your
Guess who? Actually, no, that's not the Guess Who, though you could be forgiven for the mix-up. You just heard Blue Blue Child from the Terry Hatty Group off their 2008 album, Dream Dogs. Now, Terry was the lead singer of the Guess Who from 1991 to 1997, so that's how that ties together. Long before that, Mr. Hatty recorded as a member of Ram in 1980, a group that included the island's George and Toniac of Lugaroo fame, and those are just a few of his credits. Full disclosure, the year before Dream Dogs came out, Terry Hatty appeared as Grandfather McNeil in the workshop version of the musical I co-wrote, The 9 Lives of Ella Montgomery. My apologies to Terry and everyone else. That version was 9 all right. 900 pages. What, me verbose? I don't have to tell you that when it comes to fiddling, PEI doesn't fiddle around. Here, the ability to play that instrument runs in families, and kids can rosin up a bow before they can tie their shoes. But not every kid reaches a level of notoriety for fiddling like Luca did. Luca started entertaining Islanders at the age of 9 when he was installed as busker in residence at the Guild. And now, after playing all over PEI with the biggies and the genre of trad, Luca's taken a giant step in his own artistry, thanks to Music PEI's Golden Ticket program. Never mind Willy Wonka, this Golden Ticket allowed Luca to craft his very first original track, working alongside Jake Sharon from the East Pointers. You're gonna turn down that pedigree? Here with his debut effort, When I Saw You, which also features his vocals, is Luca Hall on iTunes. Electric Youth. Extra points if you know what that's from.
When I saw you, I had to know while you were always lurking. Why do you always come around when nobody's looking? You come on my darkest days and bring back old memories. You used to sit in that chair with crossword puzzles around you. I've been on my own with this large crowd, stuck in these walls, just can't make a sound. Felt so out of place, why does nobody get me? Don't like my music, but why hate on me? When I saw you, I had to stop and think. These range of feelings got me towards my fate. Pieces of my heart engraved in my soul, steering my next steps on the path I shall go. Can't have happiness without music with me. Just us folks playing fiddle with tunes all around. It's all in my blood, it sure is sweet. Life's tempo surely has a beat. When I saw you, I had to stop and think. These range of feelings got me towards my fate. Pieces of my heart engraved in my soul, steering my next steps on the path I shall go. Candles burning and smoke rises high. Country music's playing, singing my lullaby. Taking back to old days when living was smooth sailing. Dear sweet child, cherish your ambitions. When I saw you, I had to stop and think. These range of feelings got me towards my fate. Pieces of my heart engraved in my soul, steering my next steps on the path I shall go.
Reaching back to 2007 from their 1111 album, that's Vishten with the track Vishten. Different spellings though, the group is Vishten, the song Vich. Just thought you'd like to know. 2024 is the 20th anniversary year of their first release, and even though co-founder Pascal Leblanc is sadly no longer with us, surviving members Pascal Mius and Emmanuel Leblanc are continuing the work as Vishten Connexion with their upcoming album Expansion, in which they team up with several island musicians and vocalists. They've already had 3 singles out ahead of the spring release, the latest featuring Catherine McClellan. What Vishten is doing is a great example of honoring history while building on it to move forward. That's about as profound as we're going to get as we honor this bit of the island's past in This Week in PEI History. April 2nd, 1803. A bill entitled An Act for Effectually Revesting, that's reinstating to us commoners, in His Majesty, His heirs, and successors, all such lands as are or may be liable to forfeiture within this island, was passed by the House of Assembly. If that's the title, I hate to think how long the actual bill was. April 3rd, 1871, then Premier James C. Pope proposed that a railroad be put in on PEI since it was felt that the roads in use were no longer dependable enough to handle the increased trade and exports generated on the island. The Prince Edward Island Railway began construction later that year and began service in the mid-1880s. The railway was taken out in 1989, but I don't know, I think we could still use one. A light rail would have been cool. April 5th, 2022, the state of public health emergency put in place because of COVID was lifted on PEI. But let's be careful out there. I know we like to pretend the corona is completely over, but it ain't. If I were to say to you, two guys from Nigeria, it would probably conjure up images of a new sitcom, maybe something you'd see on CBC Gem. But these two guys produce gem after gem as the duo Elvis and Melvis. Elvis likes EDM and Melvis likes Afrobeat, and both styles mesh beautifully on every track they turn out. As they also like to collaborate with fellow island artists, here's a cut from their 2022 EP, Not All Who Wander Are Lost, featuring vocalist Saffron Venti, International Flexer, flexing on iTunes.
And his visionary stuff is it black Lexus, teaching me oneness with the most I got, yeah. There were times when I did mess up. He would ask me to drink of his wrathful cup. No room for mistakes, yeah, no time to talk. That crown of salvation, he cannot drop, no. And on the way home we chop gala, believing the white man's way is much better. He raised his right hand to pop waters. Now I'm in a strange land with some kind manner. To be an international flexer, let my culture be my own visa. And I know my name's a tongue twister, baby. Life of an international flexer, ride the waves like a soul surfer. Do I keep the change and be offered to see things internationally? My mother said, the white man, he don't dada. You match him, shoe him, no fear to cause drama. Though you're suffering and smiling, now I'm on Prada. Head down, read book, and you go hammer. But the truth became a lot clearer. Yeah, we're all victims and perpetrators of a story that allows for the class matter to be. The woman's king and woman's lesser. Still go to school, shake the hands of a white teacher. The guidance is maybe someday to be vice versa. But from where I stand, life goes a lot deeper than status claiming like it's much sweeter. To be an international flexer, let my culture be my own visa. And I know my name's a tongue twister, baby. Life of an international flexer, ride the waves like a soul surfer. Do I keep the change and be offered to see things internationally? To be an international flexer, let my culture be my own visa. And I know my name's a tongue twister, baby. Life of an international flexer, ride the waves like a soul surfer. Do I keep the change and be offered to see things internationally?
iTunes has Elvis and Melvis featuring Saffron Venti with their collab International Flexer. Now that's quite the flex. PEI itself can claim similar bragging rights in that we always have a regular stream of island artists performing live at any given time. Don't believe me? Open your day planners and iCalendars and get ready to mark down dates you're going to be able to see some of your faves over the next couple of weeks. Tuesday, April 2nd, Island rappers SNK, KM, Spivvy, and Braden V supporting Chaos, featuring DJ Alley Cat. They are all at the Fox and Crow in Charlottetown. Wednesday, April 3rd, the Hounds of Winter featuring Sean Kemp, Chris Corrigan, and Adam Hill are at the Trailside Music Hall. Thursday, April 4th, Island Jazz with Sean Kemp doing original music is at Baba's Lounge. Friday, April 5th, also at Baba's Lounge, Magnolia with Sticky Honey and The Daily Grind from New Brunswick. April 5th also has Lady Soul at the Trailside. And also April 5th and 6th, it's the 1984 Songbook featuring Melissa McKenzie and Jacob Hempel with Joss Rayom, Ben Aiken, Trevor Gallant, and Josh Langell. They are at the Harmony House in Hunter River. Saturday, April 6th, it's Winter Jazz with Amanda Jackson at the Poorhouse. Also going on the 6th, somewhere soon, with We Bully Clouds and Ice Cream Social. They're at Howie's Loft. And finishing up the 6th, it's Amelia May with Carly Howell throwing a single release show at Copper Bottom Brewing in Montague. Looking into next week, April 12th and 13th, once again, it's the 1984 Songbook with the aforementioned performers at the Harmony House in Hunter River. April 13th also sees Haunted Hearts at Copper Bottom Brewing in Montague. April 13th and 14th, it's Brooke and Brad Play Country Classics featuring Brooke MacArthur and Brad Milligan at the Trailside. And finishing up on the 14th, Island Jubilee Old Time Radio Show season finale with Alicia Toner is at the Florence Simmons Performance Hall. One of the many reasons I finally broke down and bought a record player is because I've been lucky enough lately to come upon vinyl produced by island artists back in the day. Bill McCormick was born in St. Charles or St. Margaret's, depending on the source. He was blind, but that didn't stop him from learning to play the guitar, fiddle, and banjo, nor did it keep him from getting his songs played in the 50s on radio station CJRW in Summerside. That's Spud FM now, by the way. Professionally known as Smiling Bill, he even recorded some songs in Nashville in 1954 before eventually making a home in Hamilton, Ontario, where he died in 2018 at the age of 85. One of his best-known songs was A Girl in a Tavern, which I have here from his Songs and Music of Smiling Bill album. Like most of the records I'm finding from before the mid-'80s, there's no year listed on it. Kinda just slightly important information. You'd think something as trivial as a year would at least make the back cover. So I can't tell you exactly when this was recorded, except to say, if I had to hazard a guess based on the fonts used on the sleeve, I would say 1981 or 1982 because that's the kind of font geek I am. Regardless, this is Smiling Bill with his track A Girl in a Tavern, which hopefully will make you smile, thanks to isletunes.
One night as I sat in a tavern and drank while the wine flowed so free, a girl came and stood in the doorway. She was a picture of beauty to see. Her face was the image of heaven, her eyes like the stars up above. I could tell by the way she was smiling that her heart was made only for love. I went to lay my hand on her shoulder, and I asked if she'd like to sit down. She said, I'm just here for my husband. Oh, I've looked for him all over town. Oh, seeing he's not here, I'll be leaving. So I thank you, kind sir, the same. I think that he's out
the doorway. Oh, I thought, what a fool he must be to be slipping around with another when he has one that's true I could see. Now I thought I had learned a great lesson, so I drank up and then went straight home. 'Cause I love the girl that I married, and from her I never will roam.
There's trouble on the water, there's trouble on the land, with both in desperate need of want to understand, yet by using confusion from bought philosophy, these crooks like to plunder to satisfy their greed. While making others dance to the drum that they beat, all of these partakers still try to be discreet, using puppet politicians who were told to sink or swim, while causing more oppression with every selfish whim. Fed with the illusion of rainbow-tainted skies, is it any wonder why we keep buying up their lives, and with no hope in sight of redemption or good cheer? Deception keeps on dancing while playing with our fear. Everyone has a price, everyone including me, but what can't be bought are fate and destiny, 'cause the deal we're in is fixed, if memory serves me well. Time will always win every hand that is dealt. Time will always win every hand that is dealt.
Donnie Johnston with his latest song Deception, which he released earlier this year. He's a retired purchasing manager who began guitar lessons in 2010. By now, he's got over 700 songs under his belt. Preferring not to perform live, Donnie's folkish old country sound is inspired by John Allen Cameron, Stompin' Tom, Gene McClellan, Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard, and more, and he's gotten some airplay on radio in Ontario and New Brunswick. Hope this one found its way onto those playlists. We're going to close out with another Islander who has found their songs charting. In this case, the charts are East Coast Top 30 and Canadian Indie Country. And the Islander is Karen Pyra, who just released her debut album, Scrapbook, last fall. So she's come a long way in a short time, and this farm girl with attitude, which is one of her songs getting attention, isn't letting the hay grow under her feet. She's already working on new material. Good on you, Karen. Here's a ballad you can play now every time you fly into YYG or cross the PEI side of the Confederation Bridge. Coming Home to the Island by Karen Pyra, appropriately on iTunes.
I stumble through the doorway, on the table toss my keys. Another day in the rat race, not knowing who to please. The faster I go, the more behind I seem to get. What's the answer to slowing down? I haven't found it yet. Let go of my phone, let go of my stuff. Believe with all my heart that as I am enough. Wipe the cobwebs from my brain, embrace days that are slow. I need a place to do all that, and I know where to go. I'm coming home to the island, to feet in the sand, to ocean breezes on my face, to red clay on my hands. I'm coming home to the island, it's where I need to be, but mostly I'm coming home to me. I need to take more moments to find myself, just breathe, to focus on what's important, to take time just to be, wrap my arms around loved ones and take them by the hand, leave work behind and go walk upon the sand. I'm coming home to the island, to feet in the sand, to ocean breezes on my face, to red clay on my hands. I'm coming home to the island, it's where I need to be, but mostly I'm coming home to me. My bare feet touch the shoreline, the ocean cleanses my soul. I breathe the island air at last, and once again feel whole. I'm coming home to the island, to feet in the sand, to ocean breezes on my face, to red clay on my hands. I'm coming home to the island, it's where I need to be, but mostly I'm coming home to me. Mostly I'm coming home to me.
Karen Pyra. If you're a fan, you can now call yourself a pyromaniac, with her ode to PEI, Coming Home to the Island, on iTunes. Hey, I forgot to mention, though you probably noticed, there was no interview this week. My bad. So I slipped in a couple of extra songs to make up for it. My good. And it's songs by islanders and only by islanders, or at least people connected to the island, that it's all about over here on iTunes. So far, this little podcast certainly has its fans, but it's still like it's the best kept secret on PEI. Now, I know what blabbermouths y'all are, so put that gossip DNA to good use and tell everyone you know that every Sunday they can treat themselves to music they're just not going to hear anywhere else. I bring it all together for you, so you don't have to. Electronic secret busting works too. Post on your socials or head on over to iTunes' accounts and share what you see there. The show is on Facebook and Instagram. While you're there, hit like, will ya? Pretty please, with jelly beans on top. There, I still got some Easter in there. Oh, and if you're listening on YouTube, subscribe and all that business. Comment too. If you want to comment via other methods, leave a voicemail at 902-807-4250 or send an email to amj@iletunes.ca. You can also leave suggestions or yourself saying island phrases that are used to begin every episode. This one issued forth from Justin Dwarin. Every week I post links to where you can buy the music you hear on iTunes, which I know the artist would appreciate your clicking on. Look for those on the aforementioned iTunes Instagram and Facebook pages, and also on iletunes.ca, where now, if you're of a mind to, you can donate to the podcast directly from that site through PayPal. Every loony and toony goes to producing these installments and taking care of administrative crap like, web pages, podcast distribution services, getting equipment, like record players. The same guarantee holds if you subscribe on Patreon, where I make you this deal. You give the show $5 a month. I give you expanded video interviews with the artists who sit for the iTunes microphones. No matter how you donate, I really do thank you. Musical contribution to the iTunes theme by Kayla McCauley and John Hashem. Show concept by Rocky O'Neill. Coordination assistance by Jackie Robichaux. I'm Adam Michael James, and we're done for March. Holy Hannah, 2024 is a quarter of the way over already. I guess it's like my dad, who would have had his 91st birthday yesterday, used to say, life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes. He was right. So I hope y'all's is like the good, cushy 3-ply brand. I'll be back next week with more island musical goodness. And no, I'm not going to tell you who I'm featuring because I don't even know who I'm playing yet. I'm still working on this episode. I'm not a machine over here. Give me a break. I'm very grateful to you for listening, and hopefully you'll be grateful for my own words of wisdom. Sorry, Dad. Be good, and if you can't be good at it. See you next week